Discover what is better than the fountain of youth, the source of why you are always right, and how superiority is just a myth. Welcome to No Bow Tie, where we conquer emptiness and frustration, discover our uniqueness, and live with unrelenting joy. I'm John No Bow Tie Svoboda, author and musician. Today's episode is going to cause an overload of self-acceptance. Be sure to subscribe. The quality of your life starts with how you see yourself. It's not a cliche. Everything that you think is a result of everything you've known up to now. Your response to everything in life is a result of your upbringing, the books you read, the shows you've seen, the decisions you've made, the disagreements that you've had, and the way you've decided to walk in the world. Everything up to now has formed you. At some point, when you begin to mature and your thinking becomes automatic, your automatic thoughts filter all of your values and your beliefs into behaviors and decisions, and you become the person that you're thinking to become, all because of automatic thoughts. But let me ask you a question. Why do you believe what you believe? And everybody believes their beliefs are right. They believe that what they think is the way to think. Otherwise, there would not be disagreements in religion, politics, and education. We'd all go to the same school, we'd all be the same religion, and we'd all vote for the same people. Somewhere along the way, we're raised, we're trained, we're influenced, or we're forced to believe so that we can be accepted and move through life in what seems like a stronger way. But when you question those beliefs and put them on the plate and examine, one, why do you think it? And two, is it going to do you good as you become the better person that you want to become? So if you were raised seeing yourself as less than other people, you're going to filter all of your emotional responses through this. And you might have to fake it to get through life. You might have to fake it at work to be accepted and to get the promotion or to get what you want. But on the other hand, if you're raised to believe that you are superior to other people, you're going to go through life seeing that you deserve better than other people. And that's really not true. You know, there's no such thing as superiority, that we're all on this planet and we all are formed by our beliefs. That's the case in point. And if you disagreed with that just then, that is a factor of your upbringing and how you've been shaped according to your automatic thoughts. We all have stories that we can tell about when we realize that our thoughts were holding us back, or we realize that our automatic thoughts were compelling our behavior, toward things that lead to addiction or just repetitive behaviors that keep us where we are and we don't necessarily want to be. Even the relationships that we have and jobs that we've kept, that we all have those stories to tell when we knew better. I want to share with you a story that is very simple, but it helped me to realize the power of my thoughts and how they were holding me back, but also how they could move me forward. I want to share it with you because I believe if you change your thoughts and you change your beliefs, at least examine them, it will move you forward. I was down in a hunting cabin writing the first book, and I got frustrated. I got what they call writer's block, and I just put everything away, and I went in to wash up and get ready for bed. And when I did, I stood up and I was face to face with myself in the mirror. And for some reason, I got awfully close. I was about a foot from the mirror. I looked into my eyes and I just sat looking deep into my own pupils. And the rest of the mirror started to distort and faded away. And all of a sudden, I had an overwhelming sense of self-acceptance. And because of this, I smiled. And when I smiled, the most joyous feeling burst through my heart and through my body. I started laughing. And I realized that perhaps for the first time I accepted who I was, and I knew that I could have the thoughts and the beliefs that helped me the most as I moved forward. I didn't have to hang on to the past. I didn't have to be the person that I'd always been. I saw someone in that mirror that didn't even have a name. All that person in the mirror had was a heart and eyes, and it changed my life. I suggest you do the same thing. Do the experiment of go to a mirror and just stare at yourself. And I suggest do it for about a minute and then smile. And when you smile, you're going to be overwhelmed with a chill through your body of who you're seeing. Because I'll tell you what, everyone's beautiful when they smile. And you know, and I know, it's not about the mirror. It's not about that exercise. It's about having a moment in your life where you're honest with yourself of why you are thinking what you're thinking and why you see yourself the way that you're seeing yourself. You don't have to. Remember, the past isn't. Say that again. The past isn't. It is not anymore. You can create the future with the thoughts that you have right now. When you get off of this video, do it. Step outside and see yourself the best way that you possibly can. Let your potential ignite and get that into the world. And as soon as you have a glimpse of that potential, write down what you're seeing. Put it on the refrigerator. Put it somewhere where you can see it every day and act on it. Act on it in small ways. Take yourself to the top of how you see the best part of you. It feels great to be in that process. And I tell you what, we're going to close out. We've run out of time. But in the next episode, we're going to talk about how to make that potential real. Join us. And before I go, I want you to go to the newsletter. Take the risk and get on this newsletter. It'll change your life. nobowtie.com/life. Get some of the most inspiring stories that you're ever going to have. We're going to bring them to you. Before I go, I'm going to play a film for you of some solo guitar playing. And it is an example of how I've overcome the beliefs that I've had in the past and are creating something new.